It was as if all the tension and heartache melted away in that moment, leaving only love and hope. Evan stepped closer to Jess, his expression a mix of pride and vulnerability, and for the first time, Lara saw the possibility of healing. This child had the potential to bridge the gaps between them, creating a family in ways they had never envisioned. With the arrival of the baby, their lives entered a new chapter filled with complexities. Co-parenting became a delicate balance, as Lara and Evan navigated their roles alongside Jess. The initial excitement began to fade, revealing the intricacies of their relationships. Jess struggled with her new identity as a mother, while also grappling with her feelings for Evan. The affection they once shared morphed into a bond forged through necessity, yet there remained a lingering tension that hung in the air. One evening, as they sat together discussing the baby's schedule, Lara caught Evan looking at Jess with a tenderness that sent a pang of jealousy through her. She excused herself and stepped out onto the porch, taking deep breaths of the cool night air. It was in that moment of solitude that Lara confronted her feelings of inadequacy and fear. This new dynamic forced her to reevaluate her own desires and the reality of their relationship. What did she truly want? Could she continue to embrace this unconventional family? Or would her heart always linger in the shadows? Despite the challenges, Lara and Jess began to cultivate a genuine friendship, fueled by their shared experiences as mothers. They spent afternoons bonding over diaper changes and late-night feedings, discovering strength in their vulnerability. Jess often sought Lara's advice, and their laughter echoed through the house, signaling a shift from competition to collaboration. Yet, beneath the surface, an unspoken tension lingered, with Evan caught in the crossfire. One evening, while preparing dinner, Jess and Lara found themselves discussing their hopes and dreams. Jess expressed her fears of being a single mother, her vulnerability prompting Lara to share her own insecurities. It was a cathartic moment that forged a deeper understanding between them. They were both navigating the complexities of love and motherhood, each facing their own set of challenges. In that kitchen, the walls between them began to crumble, creating a sense of sisterhood that neither had anticipated. As their friendship grew, so did the challenges that arose from their shared history with Evan. One day, while sorting through old photographs, Lara stumbled upon images from happier times, memories of a life before betrayal and heartbreak. The memories stirred a mix of nostalgia and pain, compelling her to confront the reality of their situation. She realized that while they had forged a new path, the shadows of their past still haunted their interactions. Determined to confront these lingering feelings, Lara called Jess to meet for coffee. They sat across from each other, the weight of unspoken words hanging in the air. Lara took a deep breath, her voice steady but emotional as she spoke of her fears and insecurities. Jess listened intently, her own heart aching for her friend. In that moment, they both understood that healing would require acknowledging the past, not just as individuals, but as a collective unit. Their journey was far from over, but together, they could begin to dismantle the emotional barriers that had divided them. One sunny afternoon, as they prepared for Max's first birthday, the tension in the air shifted. They had decided to host a joint celebration, and the event marked a turning point in their relationship. Friends and family gathered to celebrate the new life they had created together, and for the first time, Lara felt a sense of unity among them. The party was filled with laughter, games, and shared moments that reminded them of the love that had blossomed amidst the chaos. As the cake was cut, Lara watched Evan and Jess interact as co-parents. Their shared joy palpable, she felt a mix of emotions: happiness for their child's milestone, pride in her ability to embrace this new family, and a sense of longing for the love she once shared with Evan. It was a bittersweet realization, but amidst the complexities, she understood that love could take many forms. This was a celebration of resilience, of family in all its unconventional glory. After the birthday celebration, the atmosphere shifted once again. The festivities had provided a temporary escape, but now they faced the reality of their new family dynamic. Lara found herself reassessing the boundaries between them, unsure of where she fit in this evolving relationship. She wanted to be supportive, yet the lingering feelings of jealousy and heartbreak surfaced again, threatening to unravel the fragile progress they had made. In an effort to clarify their roles, Lara called a family meeting. As they gathered in the living room, she voiced her concerns about co-parenting and the emotional toll it had taken on her. Evan listened intently, and Jess offered her perspective as well. It was a raw and honest conversation, revealing the intricacies of their feelings. They acknowledged the need for open communication and agreed to establish clearer boundaries, fostering an environment where they could express their needs without fear of judgment. With their new boundaries in place, Lara began to embrace the changes that came with co-parenting. She learned to appreciate the little moments, the laughter shared during family outings, the quiet evenings spent watching movies, and the camaraderie that developed through late-night diaper changes. Jess became more than just a friend. She was a partner in this unconventional journey, and the bond they had cultivated began to feel like family. Yet, as the seasons changed, so did the dynamics of their relationship. Lara found herself increasingly drawn to Jess, admiring her strength as a mother and her resilience. The three of them often spent weekends together, creating memories that blurred the lines between friendship and family. Yet, as Lara grew closer to Jess, she also felt a pang of sadness for the love she had once shared with Evan, recognizing that their journey had irrevocably altered the course of her life. As they moved into the new year, the complexities of their relationship intensified. Jess's growing bond with Evan stirred something within Lara, a mix of pride for their connection and a sense of loss for what she had once had. It became increasingly clear that their unconventional family was evolving, and Lara found herself standing on the precipice of change. Would she embrace this new reality, or would she succumb to the shadows of her past? One evening, during a quiet moment after the baby had been put to bed, Lara confronted Evan about their future. They sat together on the couch, the weight of unspoken words filling the space between them. "What does this mean for us?" she asked, her voice barely above a whisper. Evan's gaze met hers, filled with uncertainty and a glimmer of hope. "I think we can redefine our family," he replied. And in that moment, Lara realized that love could be expansive, capable of growing and shifting in ways she had never imagined. In the months that followed, the three of them navigated the complexities of their evolving family dynamic. With renewed purpose, they learned to communicate openly, addressing their emotions with honesty and vulnerability. The bond between Lara and Jess deepened, forged through shared experiences as mothers, while Lara and Evan found new ways to support each other as co-parents. It was an unconventional family, yet it thrived on understanding, respect, and love. The barriers that once divided them crumbled, replaced by a sense of unity and shared purpose. They were no longer defined solely by their past mistakes. Looking at Jess and Evan, Lara realized that family could be redefined in ways that surpassed societal norms. They had created a tapestry woven with love, acceptance, and shared experiences. As they faced the future, she understood that their story was just beginning, filled with endless possibilities and the promise of new beginnings. In that moment, surrounded by laughter and love, Lara embraced the journey ahead, ready to face whatever challenges and joys awaited them as a family.